If you're a former athlete, ex-athlete, whatever you want to call it, somebody that used to play sports, if you are training like a bodybuilder, you need to stop. You know how when you pick up your phone, you start going through social media and you see just these chiseled human beings that don't even look real, and the influencers and models that you see online with just the most perfect muscles, and they start telling you that you need to train chest day, arm day, shoulder day, the typical bodybuilder split. But then they follow it up with that you got to eat 6 meals a day, and it can only be really out of a Tupperware because it's got to be pre-made, and you want to get jacked, but you see them as this is even possible, and you decide, what the heck, if they look like this, I might as well try it. So you do it, and you get tired, and you get a little bit fatter, you get a little bit more tired, and you get a little bit fatter, because they don't understand something. They don't understand that you are an athlete and that you are literally wired differently than what they are. See, a bodybuilder's main objective is to train for aesthetics. That's all they care about. And it doesn't really matter what stands in their way. If they have to eat chicken and rice 24/7, they're gonna do it. If they have to do fasted cardio 6 days a week, they're gonna do it. No matter what it takes, a bodybuilder is going to make sure that they look good. And here's what nobody has told you until today. You're following advice from a bodybuilder, but you're an ex-athlete, and that is a completely different animal. A bodybuilder is willing to risk their health, their life, their training, all for one goal. You've already done that. You did that specifically for your sport. And now your focus is not only on yourself, but your family and potential future family. Because if you're anything like me, you want to make sure that you can still move, still be strong, and actually live a really long time for your wife, for your husband, for your kids, whoever you are, whatever you have. You want to become the best version of yourself, just like you did when you played. You wanted to become the best possible athlete. But now that that's over, you have one choice and one choice only. What kind of human are you going to be? Are you going to let yourself go and continue going down the path that you see all your other teammates doing, where it's like, I don't really have a purpose anymore. I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to do this. And within a year, they gain 45 pounds. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. That was me. I got up to like 250 pounds within a year of me stopping playing baseball. It was terrible. I didn't know who I was, and I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded when I used to be in elite athletic shape. How's that possible? And it wasn't until that I realized that I couldn't live that way anymore. I had to become somebody that was not only driven, but I had a new purpose. Even though I do not have kids yet, God willing, I will have kids soon. But me and my wife sat down and was like, I'm not going to be the father that I want to be. I'm not going to be the husband that you deserve. And it's simply due to my choices of any time that my arm bends, it's shoveling food into my mouth. And that's my fault. So I created something called the weight loss system. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly the way that you need to train. That way you can not only get back in shape, but you can become a brand new human and the person that your family deserves, along with the person that can do anything and everything in their life because their pain is gone, their mobility is improved, and their strength is out of this world. And by the way, I do not mean that you're going to become a power lifter. But you know those people that you ask to help move some couches, they can hardly bend down and pick it up. And even when they do pick it up, they're struggling. What if you just became that person, but did it with ease? You could move a washer and dryer without a second thought. That's honestly what life is about at this point. Functional fitness, functional movement. Can you live life longer, healthier, stronger? That's the goal. So let's break down exactly how you need to be training. First, let's talk about your split. And I don't mean you spreading your legs apart to get down to the ground. What I mean is, what do you do each day? Now, bodybuilders tend to follow what's called a bro split. That is chest day, arm day, shoulder day, quad day, hamstring day, calf day, literally breaking it up into every single individual muscle for each day. That's not you. What we're gonna do is at least 4 days of an upper, lower. And if you wanna add in an accessory day, that's when you can do your arm workout, your core workout, and so a little bit of cardio. That's perfectly fine. But these upper, lower days are gonna be purely focused around moving correctly first, and then progressing the weight over time. It's literally the definition of progressive overload. Now, when you do this, we always start out with compound movements first. So on an upper day, that's bench. You get to choose if it's barbell or dumbbell. I prefer dumbbell. It honestly doesn't matter. But what you need to do is the heavy compound using a whole bunch of muscle groups to do this one lift. And as the workout progresses, you get more and more refined in what you do. So for me, an upper body day right now looks like bench with dumbbell rows. And then I go into an incline press with a lat pull down. And I'm not reading specifically off of my program, it's just coming to my head right now. And you can use this exactly, by the way. Literally just chest back together, maybe one more chest back together, hit a little bit of arms, you're good. That's all that you need. Like, and anybody that's telling you that you need more is lying to you. Because if you're doing this already and you're not losing weight and getting back into shape, I hate to break it to you, but it's not the training, it's the nutrition. And I have another video on this channel already breaking that down, but let's stick to training just for this one. So once you do your upper lower split, doing compound movements, getting more refined as you go, and still pushing yourself, by the way. This isn't your excuse, and I'm not giving you permission to just do stuff light. Like, you need to push yourself. But if you can give me at least 4 days in the gym, an upper body day, lower body day, you will see tremendous results, because it's also going to give you the time to recover, and because you're gonna see your mobility improve, it's game over. But even though I said that I have another video, I can't not talk about it. And it's your nutrition. I'm not gonna make you sit here through this video of 30 minutes of me talking purely about food. In this section, all I'm gonna talk about is just protein. I promise you, if you start eating more protein, your life's gonna change. That's it. Your cravings are gonna go down, your hunger is gonna go down, you'll feel more full, and you're gonna recover better. Like, it's literally a win-win on both sides. And it's also an excuse to eat more steak. But the nutrition side of this seriously needs to be an increased amount of protein. We can go over everything later. That's the video that I'm talking about. But if there's any message that I can get across to all ex-athletes around the world, it's to eat more protein. And everything else will kind of work itself out. That's it. But how do you incorporate this into training? Well, there's a myth that a lot of people have, and they believe that as soon as you get done working out, you need to have a protein shake. Now, that doesn't do anything for you. It will probably help you feel a little bit more full afterwards. I'm not gonna say that that's not real. But the 30-minute protein window, whatever they call it, not real. Protein can't even be broken down that fast. So let's say that it was real for a second. You would have to eat that protein before that you worked out. It doesn't make sense. Now, also, your training. A lot of people want to talk about cardio to get back into shape. And cardio is a really good idea. But how do you incorporate that into your upper lower split? I strongly advise you not to do what every other ex-athlete does when they finally realize that they need to get back in shape. And it's running. And you might be looking at me, if you follow me on Instagram or some of these other platforms, that I might be the biggest hypocrite of them all. Because I do run. I'm not going to hide that. I do run. But it's not to lose weight. It's to increase my longevity and my stamina. So right now, if you're watching this video and you want to get back into shape, running alone is going to do nothing for you. And if you do keep up with my videos, you're going to notice that not only do I run, but I also lift really hard. That's the combo that everyone should have. But you're still just starting out, which is why I suggest at least 2 30-minute walks. Now that's not throughout the week, that's each day. And you would be surprised how easy it is to do that. It sounds like a lot, but 2 30-minute walks can literally just be a 30-minute walk before you work out, and then you go take your dogs out. That's it. Those are your 2 30-minute walks. And it's not that you're gonna be burning a bunch of calories, it's the fact that you're getting blood moving, you're becoming more active, and you're developing a routine and a structure that's unbreakable. Because me and you both know that when you were playing, structure was so nice. You literally just got to wake up and be told what to do. You had a trainer, you had a coach, you had another trainer, and you had specialty coaches. Like the list goes on and on. Even if you wanted your ankles taped, like somebody did it for you. So now that you're in what we call the real world, I hate it, you don't have that structure anymore, and you have to manufacture it. That's what this does for you, going upper, lower, with maybe an accessory day, 2 30-minute walks, and eating more protein. That's something that you can follow day in and day out. And I am sitting here, well, actually I'm standing in front of you, telling you that this will change your life. And at this point, I can't do anything else for you besides give you more information. But what are you going to do with that information? You have to make a choice. Are you going to wake up tomorrow morning, do the same thing, rush to work, eat all of the terrible snacks and chips and stuff that they have in the office, and go home, be a complete couch potato, and eat terrible? Or are you going to get up just an hour earlier, do a workout, get your walk in, eat healthy, and over the next 30 days actually lose weight, get back in shape, and feel incredible about yourself? The second one sounds a lot better to me. So I need you to understand this. All it takes is a decision. That decision should be more protein, a workout, a walk, and hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, I'm gonna include that in there. It helps the channel grow and it helps me reach more ex-athletes just like yourself. So I'm serious, hit the subscribe button, just one click. Now, moving on from this video, it's a choice. I'm going to continue posting more and more videos about how to train, how to eat, and how I can get you into the best shape of your life. I work with ex-athletes all around this country. It is a pandemic. I don't even know if I can say that word on YouTube anymore. That when you leave your sport, it kind of ruins you. But not anymore. I'm here to change that, and you get to change it right now. The only thing that I want you to remember is that my name's Matt Ross. This is the Weight Ross System. God loves you.